Hello gamers, I hope all of you are doing fine, and there is just one day left to see Vyse release in our Indian servers. And earlier in the reveal trailer, we saw how Vyse was easily able to overpower other Valorant protocol agents, and how with her abilities and her ultimate, she was easily dominating all the Valorant protocol. And then Omen teleported right behind Vyse, and in the classic Omen style, puts a gun on her head and says, "Let's talk." And I guess this is the conversation which leads to the recruitment of Vyse in the Valorant protocol. And in the upcoming days, we can expect another cinematic trailer featuring Vyse telling a bit more about her lore and her history with Radianite and how it connects to the lore of Valorant. Let's see. But for now, we have a few voice lines from Vyse, which tells a lot about her personality and her bond with different agents in the protocol, and also it tells her that she might not be a completely stranger to the Valorant protocol, and even prior her recruitment she was already acquainted with a few agents. For example, she and Viper were apparently classmates back in the time, and she was a scientist herself who studied robotics and how she gets fascinated how KO was built. And we can hear that she also funded some of the Kingdom projects. And this also clears one thing, that she's not a radivore and she was a human before being in the state she is right now. So without wasting any time, let's directly jump into the voice lines and hear what she has to say.
So long, Sabine. Still sharp, Sabine. Oh, Sabine. How did we both change careers and still end up working together? We saved the world once, Sabine. I don't doubt that we can do it again. Just like old times, Viper. There goes the competition.
So hearing these interactions with Viper, it's really confirmed that they were classmates back in the day and they used to work together before they switched paths. And we can also hear Vyse saying they have saved the world once before, which means they have definitely worked together in order to save the world.
I never tire of watching you work, Omen. Omen, surely Valorant has the budget to replace those rags hanging off you. Send them to me, Omen. Leave me with Viper. This isn't fair, being forced to fight Omen. But this isn't a fair world.
So her interaction with Omen clearly tells us that Vyse and Omen really have a deep friendship, and Vyse admires Omen a lot. She cares about him, and she also says that surely Valorant Protocol has the budget to replace the rags hanging off him. And she feels really bad to fight against Omen.
Oh good, they brought the gun-obsessed valet. Let's see if his predictability matches his vanity. Flush them out, Harbor. I want Yoru's head. Figuratively. But also let's kill him. Lead the way, Sky. You're a disruptive one, Breach. But that's welcome here. Go rattle their heads for us. Say you hadn't founded Valorant, Brimstone. Do you think you'd still get in now? Do you think you have something the rest of us don't? Aside from experience, of course. Their Brimstone will learn what real leadership looks like. I'll demolish their Brimstone. Whoever puts their KO back together is going to have their hands full after this.
Listening to these voice lines, it's very clear that she's very serious about combat and science. And she has a very good equation pretty much with every single agent on the protocol. And especially she's very friendly with Brimstone, as if she already knows him from somewhere else. But I doubt if she has a good equation with Jet.
You remind me of me sometimes, Fade. Good work. That's one way of manifesting flow state. Nicely done, ISO. I studied robotics for a time, but I've never seen anything like you, KO. Remarkable. So, you use explosives to propel yourself, Raze. That's creative. I think I like it.
So these voice lines here makes it very clear how she sees her younger self, her past self in Fade, and how she appreciates ISO for the way he manifests the flow state, and how she actually gets excited about how KO was built. And she tells us she also studied robotics for a while, and she also commends Raze for how she's using explosives to propel herself. So all of this tells a lot about Vyse's personality. And I think there is going to be a lot more lore.
I can't end their clove, but I can break their spirit. Their cipher will share his knowledge with me. Even if I have to prize it out of him, I'll give their sage something to heal. I hear Fade has trouble sleeping. I'll be her remedy. They call their killjoy a genius. And yet here she is, walking into a battlefield wearing bright yellow. All paths end with me. You get what you fight for. Tactically sound, practically proficient. Fine work, Reyna. If it were up to me, I'd have Raze rig this place with explosives and send it crashing into the void. So this is the project that sapped my funding all those years ago. Looks like it worked out well for you, Kingdom. So much to research here. But here we are, about to fill it with bullet holes. Impressive engineering for a precarious little place. Why hasn't Kingdom abandoned their headquarters here yet? I would have thought. So be it. Introverse research causing massive catastrophes. Imagine that.
So these voice lines here tell us that she has a pretty much good equation with every single agent on the Valorant protocol. She takes science and combat very seriously. She's a scientist herself and she studied robotics for sure. And she has also funded many projects for Kingdom Corporation, such as the Icebox project. And she's also a researcher just like Viper, and she sees Viper as a competition. And she has a really good friendship with Owen, and maybe because they can relate how they were considered and misunderstood as monsters by the society, but she's not as evil as we thought she would be. And the rest of her story will be uncovered as she gets released and we see new lore updates and cinematics. So that's all for this video, and I hope you're enjoying my videos, and if you are doing so, please don't forget to share my videos with your friends, and please don't forget to tell me in the comments what kind of videos you want from me in the future, what kind of topics you want me to cover. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I will keep bringing such videos for you guys, new leaks and new lore updates for you guys. Until then, signing off, your friend Ronin. See you later. Bye bye.